Good morning, everybody. It's 9:06 this morning, Monday the 25th. Just want to come on, pop on really fast, let y'all know how everything went Saturday. Um, it turned out really nice. Very emotional, of course. We did have his celebration of life Saturday, the 23rd. Um, Jesse and Patty all came down. They came early. They came like at 12. Good morning, Patrick. How are you? Just want to come on really fast, let y'all know how things went Saturday. Everything was really nice. Um, I was kind of disappointed because his older brother, even though it's half brother, they're half brothers, but it's his older brother. None of his family even showed up. So, and they were supposed to be bringing food and stuff, and they didn't even come. But Jessie said she's not going to worry about it no more. His like is I think because he was always like that. They never really came for anything that had to do with the family. Mm. But it did turn out nice. I mean, there was a lot of people that wasn't there. A lot of his family wasn't there. Um, but his main, like his sister, his brother, some of his nieces and nephews, grandkids, they were all here, all there. A lot of nieces, like I said, nephew and stuff, and just some family and some friends. It was not a lot of people, but it was enough. My yard definitely was full. Um, we it's really turned out nice. It turned out really nice. Oh, I certainly hope you feel better. I know it's that time of year. People are getting sick with the flu. Well, not the flu. I guess colds, common colds right now. Right now, it's supposed to get up in the 70s today where I'm at, but it is like really cloudy. And this morning was only in the 50s, so my house is a little chilly. But I don't have any heat on because I'm not trying to put any heat on my heaters, so I just leave them off because it is supposed to get the 70s today. Oh, God, I am a little tired. I haven't done anything, but I've been up since 7. Um, so we had a really good time. We did get the ashes put in to the necklaces. My other necklace is in my jewelry box. It's in my bedroom, but this is the other one I have. It's the silver with the motorcycle with his birthstone, and the cat's really curious about it. He thinks it's a little play toy. So I have to put this down, and then I have to watch him because I have that picture over there that Jesse had made for the party, well, the celebration of life Saturday, and she gave me that one. She did a collage of separate pictures that she's keeping, and then there was another picture of him on the boat that she gave to Donnie, her uncle. That's John's youngest brother. He took that one, which is fine because I already have 5x7 on the wall. So, but it turned out really nice. Very emotional, of course. Especially during the end because we were pretty much getting drunk. Definitely, I was definitely drinking. I had my Fireball shots. That cinnamon tastes just like cinnamon. I don't know how many I had of those. So I pulled that out, and we all um, people who drink took toast uh, for John, and then I finished off the bottle, and I was drinking wine coolers. So yeah, I got pretty drunk, but luckily woke up pretty good. I did wake up, I don't know, around 2 or 3 o'clock or something because I had to go pee, and I was getting a headache. So I went ahead and I took a couple Tylenol, and other than that, I was fine. I got up, I think at 6:30, 7, and Jessie was pretty much hangover. Yeah, she was definitely drunk. She said she just can't drink like she used to. It makes her really sick and stuff. So that's why she doesn't really do it that often anymore. But we did party, we did drink. But it's sad. Like yesterday, I was not functioning. Try not to cry. Yesterday it was worse yesterday. I was really bawling. So I just basically just sit home. Um, her fiance and her son and friend, her Jesse's oldest son, and their friend of theirs came and cleaned up. We got the yard cleaned back up because when they left, it was like 9 o'clock and it was dark and we couldn't see nothing. Yeah, it's still hard. It is. It's going to be. Let's say, especially now that we had the celebration to say our goodbyes. It's going to be hard. Yeah, but poor Jessie was so hungover that she couldn't come back the next day to help clean up because, like, the time we were all finished, it was dark out. And she said, "We'll just come back and clean up the next day." And I didn't have any food left over, so I told people to take that. I said, "Take it home." I said, "I don't want any leftovers. Take whatever you want home." And then what stuff that we did have, like hamburger rolls and hot dog rolls. I told them to take it because I don't need any. I have hamburger rolls and hot dog rolls in my freezer now that I'm not using. So then Josh, like I said, Troy, that was Jesse's oldest son, and a friend of theirs came and they cleaned up, got all the trash, and I took all the pans, whatever we had to use, and took them back in the house, and all the silverware that we had to use, like spoons and stuff. We got it all cleaned back up. Almost all the dishes are done. I had to do my one big pot. I have to clean that because I had to boil chicken legs because we usually will boil them first so it doesn't take so long to cook them on the grill. Then we just stick them on the grill. We never got to the thighs that I had. I had like 12 thighs in a smaller pan. That stayed here, so I finished cooking that in the oven yesterday and have some barbecue chicken thighs. That's what I had for dinner last night. But everything else we ate. But it was, like I said, a lot of his family didn't come. His oldest brother's family didn't even come, and he didn't come. And they were supposed to be bringing like deviled eggs and stuff like that. And we didn't get none of that. I bought eggs to do. I just wasn't in it. It just, I guess because I didn't want it to come. I didn't want to do it. Because then that's kind of like you're finalizing that he's gone, even though he's been gone for. Today's the 25th. Yeah. It'll be 2 months. It's 2 months today, right? No. No, it is. Today is the 25th. 2 months today. 2:25. Yeah, it's weird. He died around 2:25 p.m. and he died on February 25th, 2:25. I don't know. I never played the number, so I don't know if it ever came out. I probably should, though. It's 2:25. Because it's weird. It was the same time and same day. But everything turned out good. They came next day. We got the yard cleaned up. Oh, the truck is finally gone. That his mother, they got somebody to tow it for them. God, my hair's a mess. They came yesterday. I took a shower, I went in the room. I heard Coco barking a couple of times, but I didn't think nothing of it because I don't hear anything. And got dressed. When I came out, I seen that she was here with the guy, and they finally got it yesterday. Never heard of them. Probably has some good chicken. Good fried chicken is good. Fried chicken sandwich, yeah. Yep. I love fried chicken sandwich. You get fried chicken breasts and put them on. Oh, that is good. Like I said, I don't have anything. Only thing I had left over was the. Good morning. Good morning, Lynn. I was just coming on to let everybody know how everything went Saturday for my husband's celebration of life. It turned out nice, even though, like I was saying, his oldest brother and his family didn't show up, which kind of made me mad. Yeah, see, you got your greenhouse going. Good luck with that. I want to plant something, but I have a stupid squirrel now out there. I have a big old pot. I was going to do a tomato plant, maybe 2. I got the dirt for it. I bought some dirt, didn't realize how big it was when I did my Walmart pickup. Big old bag of dirt back in my car. I got 2 of them. Those suckers are huge because I had to replant some rose bushes, the tea roses, and I have them in little flower pots, and the flower pots are broken up. So I bought new flower pots, got some dirt, and it's still sitting in my car. I need to get it out. I might have to take one of those bags back. But I was thinking about doing tomato plants, a couple of those. But I don't know. I got a squirrel out in my front yard now, and it likes to. My stepfather had a lot of issues with squirrels because he would do tomato plants in a little garden, and then they would come and pick the tomato and just take a few bites and throw it on the ground. He would get so mad. And I noticed now that I have one, I'm afraid he might do the same thing. I might try to put it in the back. I don't know. But thanks for stopping by, and you have a good time in your greenhouse getting your garden stuff done. She has a nice greenhouse. I love it. But I don't know. I'm still trying to debate what's going to happen, if I'm going to be here or not. But if I put it in a pot, I can always take it with me. Yep. And now that I notice I have a squirrel living in my front yard, I think he's living in my big old cedar tree out there. And I'm kind of scared to plant it now because I have a pot already for it. I got the dirt. Just gotta go get a tomato plant and probably do 2 of them. But I don't know. I have to wait and see. I might try to put it out back. I don't think I really see any squirrels out back because I do have like a little step, little porch that I could probably sit it on there. I don't know. It all depends. I have to see if I can be able to stay here. I don't know. I know I can't afford it on my own, and trying to find something else to rent is ridiculous. The rent here is so much money. I'm not. It's like you're trying to pay a mortgage. If you can pay the rent here, then you can go get yourself a house and pay mortgage. That's how bad it is, and I can't afford the rent. And then trying to get on low income housing, there's a waiting list. So I don't know. I'm still debating. I really would like to get a smaller place, apartment, so I don't have to worry about maintaining the yard and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous how much it is. I don't know. That's why I said I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't afford to stay here. We were trying to get John's brother, who stayed with us before. I just found out that his son and his wife broke up. Yep, almost 3. Now that is really ridiculous on how much rent. 3,000 a month. So you might as well be paying a mortgage. You got to pay that kind. And I'm not going to complain. That's a lot of money. 3,000. I won't complain then when they want 12 to 1,500 for a little 1-bedroom apartment. The studio apartment I checked about, that's a little over $1,000. That's 1,000. It was $1,049, 325 square feet or something like that. I know it's not big, but that was fine with me. It had like a little kitchenette, a bathroom, little closet area for storage and your stuff, and then just a little area for your bed or whatever. And it's high, but that would be all I need. I don't know if I can get it though. I think it's a waiting list on that. They were supposed to have one available, I think June 15th. And you have to make over, I think it was 32,000 a year to qualify to get this. It's ridiculous. And I think it included electric and stuff. And now, see, if it includes electric and stuff, I can afford it. If I had to pay separate electric, I can't. You live in New York? I know you probably have told me before. Like I said, my memory is bad. Because a big city, I would think New York. So New York is expensive. Don't you live in Canada, I thought? I'm bad. Remember where people live. Lucky I remember where I live. That's how bad I get at times. But I don't know. Rent is really high. I can't afford it. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Canada. You live in Canada. Is that what the yes is for? No. It's quiet. It is so quiet. I'm not used to this quietness. But it was nice having everybody down Saturday, even though it was for a sad occasion. Canada. Okay. Patch, you better leave that alone. That's what I mean. I'm going to have to put that picture away somewhere so he won't get it because he thinks it's something for him to scratch at. I did make an appointment to get him fixed. He has to go in May 3rd. I have to drop him off at 8 a.m. And I think I work the 1st. So, yeah, then I'm off that Tuesday the 2nd. And then I have to work that night on the 3rd. So I can drop him off and then I'll just pick him up I just have to pick him up at 4 and then bring him home. And I'm getting Coco is getting groomed the same day. I got an appointment for her at 2 o'clock. So that usually takes about an hour and a half to groom her, and that way I can go pick him up. Hi, how are you? Just coming on and saying how things turned out Saturday for the celebration of life and just giving y'all a quick update on that. I also did try to call my daughter yesterday. My ex sent me a text message to say, here's a number that you can get a hold of her. So I called, left her a message for her to call me. Because the lady said, I'll give her the message and give her the phone number so she'll call you. I ain't heard nothing from her. So I don't know how they do that. I don't know. So I might try again to call her and see if she will return my phone call. If not, I'll see her when she gets out, whenever that is. And I don't know what's happening with her. I don't know if she's going to have a place to live because I'm not sure how long she's going to stay in the hospital. I don't know if her brother, because I know Daniel is back. I don't know for how long because he's a truck driver. Dave, my ex, went and picked him up. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday or something like that because we were texting and he had to go pick him up. Yeah, she didn't take anything. She just said something to her insurance company, and they're the one that called the police. Insurance company wanted to do I guess like a wellness check on her because of a comment that she made. So they called the police, had the police at my house because they had my address as her address. So I said, no, she's in Virginia. She lives in Virginia, works in Virginia. So I had to find the address to give to them. And they called the police down there to have a police go and check on her. And I guess they talked her into going into the hospital to get checked. And I know once she goes into the hospital, they're going to keep you. They want to admit you because you're threatened to kill yourself. There, and if you come in voluntarily, they will keep you. They won't let you go. But long as she's getting the help she needs, we'll just take it from there. I mean, this ain't our first rodeo. She's done this multiple times. So I'm hoping this time they figure out something. I know a lot of times they put her on too much medication and she feel like I think she's a zombie. And I know she wasn't on her medication. And I kept telling her she needs to find a doctor or someplace down where she's at to get back on it. And she said she just doesn't have any motivation to do anything. And I said, you got to stop. You got to get back into it. But if everything else is okay, I have to go work tomorrow, and then I'm working the next 4 nights. And I'm going to be hurting, but I'll be okay. I'll just take my Tylenol and rub my knees and stuff down. It's just my knees hurt so bad. My back, I can manage it with the shock therapy I use. Oh, it's all right. I haven't been back. I think I worked what Wednesday? What was Wednesday? The 20th or something like that? Because that's when all this happened with my daughter. Yeah, because I was at work um, when my stepdaughter was trying to get in touch with me because somebody drove by my house and seen two police cars sitting outside, and she was trying to get a hold of me because she thought it was something happened to me. And when I looked at my text and seen that she said, call me 911, because I was going to text her and say, I'm at work. I'll call you when I get off, because she kept calling me. And that's when I had told my boss, I said, my stepdaughter needs me to call her. It's a 911. And she said, go ahead. And that's when I found out that the police were looking for her. But work is okay. It's work. I'm not going to look forward to going back full time because it's going to be very painful with my feet problems, knee problems, and back problems. I was talking to my mother yesterday. She says, well, isn't there something else you can do? No, not really, Mom. I don't have any training in anything else. I never want to. I don't have no degree in college. I did take college courses when I was younger, but never made anything out of it. I have a high school diploma. Whoopie doo-dah. Anybody can get a high school diploma these days, it seems. But I don't know. There's nothing really else I'm trained to do that I know how to do. I can be a caregiver, but when I was looking that up, there's stuff I had to get my Blue Cross Blue Shield stuff to, there's some stuff that you have to do. And I really don't know if I want to be somebody's caregiver. I didn't mind because my husband, but because I was thinking about doing it. Because you can sit down and take it easy. Oh, his old caregiver came down too Saturday. Yeah, that's what it is. A CPR. I was trying to think what it is. I would have to take a CPR class. Yeah, it might be a couple other ones. I don't know. I know John's oldest daughter, Jessie, does that stuff. And she said that she doesn't know how long she's going to be where she's at now because her client, he's basically dying. So she had an interview for somebody else. So I don't know what happened with that. I haven't talked to her about it. But she sent me a text to go look because I was thinking about doing that and then doing my other job that I'm at now, do that part time. Because if I do it 1 or 2 nights a week, I'm not bad. But I don't know how I'm going to be when I go to work tomorrow night and have to work the next 4 nights. It's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt because just working one night, I'm sore. So I can't stand all that long period of time. But I'm going to have to do what I have to do. I have to make money. Because my mom said, isn't there something else? I'm like, no. I said, Mom, I have to go to work. I need money. It's not like I have a choice right now. I have to work. I don't have no sugar daddy to take care of me, so I got to work. Right? And I'm not looking for no sugar daddy. That's what I'll tell everybody. I said, if a man come in my life, I said, he better have money to take care of me. I'm hurting a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It hurts. An election campaign, so you're on your feet a lot to the point where I'm hurting a lot. Don't even have any problems. Yep, it sucks. It's just being on your feet. Wait till you get older. I didn't have the problems until I got older. When I got older is when I had to start having the problems. And also being overweight doesn't help neither. So I know if I can probably lose some weight, I will still have the problems, but it probably won't be as bad, especially my back. But like I said, my doctor says I have too much going on back there to really do anything for surgery. Just cortisone shots, pain medicine, whatever. Which I'm way due for cortisone shots. And mine is mostly like it's really on my right side is the worst side because I get it and it goes down my leg. I'll be limping because of where the pain is in my lower back on my right side. So he's definitely in good health then. Yeah, he's in good health. That's how John was. John was even older than me by 9 years. before he had the stroke. I mean, that man could outdo me. He could outdo anybody. He had energy and everything. He didn't like to sit still though. That was him. He always wanted to be doing something. He didn't like to just sit down and watch TV. That wasn't him. He'd rather be outside doing yard work or even cleaning because he would always clean the house. I didn't have to worry about my house getting dirty with him, especially the carpet because he hated when the carpet would get a stain in it, like a little stain. He'd be cleaning it. That's all he did. He just had so much energy. He did not like to sit still. That wasn't him. So when he had this stroke and he was no longer able to do all that, he didn't want to live. And I mean, we all knew that he was depressed and he was down. We all knew it. And times that he told me, I don't want to live like this no more. I understood. I mean, I told him, I said, honey, I can definitely understand it because you were so active and you never stood still. You were always doing something. And those last over 5 years of his life, that stroke messed him up. So tell everybody to take care of their blood pressure, definitely, because that's why he had his stroke because he didn't take care of his blood pressure, and he definitely had high blood pressure. Yeah, so I mean, I warned him, but it's like he was a grown man and he was going to do what he wanted to do, and John was very stubborn, very hard headed and stubborn. But I do miss him, and I told him, I says, I wish he didn't have the stroke, even though he was really bad with drinking. And it was getting to the point that I didn't want to be with him. I mean, it's not that I didn't love him because I did. I loved him. I didn't love his drinking. My father was an alcoholic, and I didn't want to have to go through that with him. Even though when we met, he was drinking, but I was also drinking pretty heavily myself, going through a lot of stuff. And then I just got to the point I just didn't enjoy it no more. And then I noticed when we would drink, me and him drink together, he would always start an argument with me. So it was to me, I'm like, I'm not enjoying this no more. It's like we're arguing about stupid stuff because he wanted to start an argument, and I just stopped. I barely would drink. And I asked him about it, and he said, I'll never stop drinking for nobody. And I says, okay, that's fine. But it was getting to the point where I was going to leave him. I was just waiting for a tax, get my taxes. I was going to file taxes separately so I can get my full refund. And I was going to get a place for me and my daughter. And then her depression got really bad, and then he had the stroke. So, I mean, I guess stuff worked out in the long run. I was here to take care of him. She didn't know. Now, it was weird when he had his, it was when he went to the hospital, they thought he was having a heart attack. I never said he had a heart attack. I said he had one in the past. I said, but when your eyes are rolling up and you have foam coming out of your nose and stuff, that's not a heart attack. But I guess because my daughter was doing CPR on him when the paramedics come, they must have thought it was a heart attack. And I remember when he was in the emergency room, and all the noise around. They had him sitting up because he was having problems breathing. That's when they said he had a lot of fluid on his lungs, and he was supposed to be taking fluid pills, which they stopped giving them to him. I don't know why. And then, like I said, he didn't want to take his medicine damn time. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't know. And he didn't like. They didn't know. I remember he was trying to tell me something. He had the mask on and he was doing something with his arm, and he was trying to tell me something, but I could not hear what he was trying to say at that time. And I remember also he said, I have to go to the bathroom. Because I remember he just ate McDonald's, and McDonald's food will make you sometimes go to the bathroom. So I was telling him, he said he needed to go to the bathroom. And they were trying to do a bedpan and lay him down and do it. And he started fighting them. So that's when they incubate him. They put him to sleep, and then they intubate him because he was fighting. He didn't want to be laying down because he was having a hard time breathing. So we didn't find out he had a stroke until the next day. And by then, it was too late. They couldn't give him none of that medicine to help counter-react it. So it was too late. Yeah, it was sad. I just assumed that he was having heart issues. Like I said, he was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't hear it. Everything was so loud and noisy, and I couldn't hear it. I mean, I'm lucky I got to hear that he said I need to go to the bathroom. I heard that, but I couldn't hear what else he was trying to say. And I think he was trying to say then that he couldn't feel his left arm, because his left side was going numb. And then when they put him under, I'm wondering if he also maybe had another stroke. When they took the tube out the next morning, his whole left side was numb. And then it finally started, well, he couldn't move his left side. And then it finally started coming back where he was able to move it, but it was still numb. Yeah, he hated life. He did. He didn't like nothing. He was okay. I had to be thankful I had over 5 more years with him. So I'm thankful for that, even though he couldn't do nothing for himself and he hated life and he didn't want to live anymore. But other than that, he was good. Mm. Yeah, but everything turned out really nice. Saturday was really nice. I asked Jesse's fiance Josh if he could come down this weekend and cut my grass for me. I don't have a lawnmower anymore. I don't even have his truck out there anymore. They come and got that truck. That's what I was saying when I came out and I seen the guy was there and the guy's mother. It was somebody towing the truck. I don't know who it was. Some company they got that wasn't going to be charging them that much. Got to figure the truck's sit for over 5 years and hasn't been started probably in 5 years. So they had to blow up a tire. I think they got one of them blow up, but there was still one more in the back that was low. And they had a bed and they put it on the bed and took it out of here. And I went out there while he was doing it and I did take a picture as he was putting it on the bed and I started crying. It was just a little emotional to see it, to see the truck finally go after all these years. I just started crying. And I think that's why it was a little emotional for me yesterday, because his truck's not there anymore and it's starting to come reality. Because he's not with me now. But I'm glad that somebody got the truck. I was a young kid, and they know it needs work, so they're gonna take time to put the work into it to get it back on the road. And I talked to the young kid's mother, and everything, and she asked when was the last time it was started. Do I know what's wrong with it? I said I think they said it needed a starter, but I'm not sure. I said it also might need a battery. I said, but it hasn't been started in over a year. But I told him when I sold it to him that it's going to need work. I guess it's been sitting for over 5 years. And I said this is something that he would have to buy and take his time with. And she says, yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to, get it back on the road. And I'm like, and he said that he would bring it here and show me. So I'm like, okay. So we'll see. I don't know how long it's going to take or how long I'm going to be there, but hopefully he'll be able to get it back on the road, get it running, and I'll see it. But it was emotional to see it go. And like I said, I started crying because that truck's been sitting in that same spot all this time. So now I don't have any broken down vehicles there. I have no broken down lawnmowers or nothing. So it's all I have now is my car. But everything else is okay. It's just going to take time. I'm doing all right. I still need to determine to get a roommate, stay, or if I can get me a place to live where I don't have to stay here. Patty came in here yesterday. This is John's middle daughter. She hasn't been here since he died. And she walked in, and I was in the kitchen. She walked in the kitchen because she had to get the ashes to put them in the necklaces. And she was crying. And I'm like, it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. And I know. She goes, I don't know how you stay here, Lisa. She says, because I knew as soon as I walked in here, I was going to cry. And I'm like, it's hard. I said, Patty, I still cry every day. It's hard being here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the truck. It'll have a new life, and that's fine with me, as long as it has a new life. Somebody else can have it and take care of it, because he wouldn't let me sell it when he was here, because he said he was going to get better and he was going to fix it. But I think he finally realized that he's not getting better. And then when he got sick and had to go in the hospital, he knew he wasn't coming back out. And he told me, I'm not going to make it. And I'm like, yo, you're going to be fine. Stop that. And he was right. He didn't make it. But just taking it one day at a time, everything was good. And Patty, yeah, she cried. She got our necklaces filled. I also got some extra ashes um, because the necklaces I have barely put any of the ashes in it. So I might get something different. Oh, yeah. 1984, huh? Yeah. Trans Am. Those are old cars. My stepfather has Corvette or something. I don't know. I think I told you that my stepfather is a hoarder, pat rack, or whatever you want to say. He doesn't like to get rid of nothing. I don't know how many boats he has in his yard. Maybe 3, maybe 2. I don't know. He has a lot. I think he has. Does he still have that van? And then you gotta figure my sister's what is it? Mobile home? What do you call those? Is in the yard and it takes almost all the driveway. And then he has I don't know how many vehicles. I lost count because he has so many. And then he has like boats and stuff, but he doesn't like to throw nothing away. He keeps a lot of stuff. And now he's at the age. I mean, even though he did clean out his shed a few years way back. I mean, this even before I think John even had a stroke because he had some plumbing issues with the toilet. And John went and looked at the toilet, and he found something in it. And he figured when probably RJ was young, he might have threw something in the toilet, and they had. That's why I said this has been a while. He took it out and redid it, and the toilet was fine. But he was cleaning out his sheds then, and he had rented a big dumpster, and they filled the dumpster up, and he still had plenty of other stuff. So I don't know. When they pass away, that's not on me. That's going to his son and his daughter. They can take care of it. I don't want nothing to do with it. My stepfather's a little weird, but I'm not going to worry about that house. My mom wants to leave me jewelry and stuff, and I'm like, Mom, I really don't. I'm not really worried about that at this time, so I'm not worried about it because she doesn't have like money and stuff, and I don't need it, and I don't want none of her jewelry. I hardly ever wear jewelry. Exactly like your husband, yeah, yeah. John, definitely stubborn. I think that's the name of John's. They're stubborn, hard headed, but have an energy that you couldn't believe. He definitely had some energy. All right, guys. I just wanted to let y'all know what happened Saturday. That everything turned out good, except that his oldest brother family never shows up. Which, even Jessie said she's not worried about it. They would. John was very friendly. I mean, that man would talk to a total stranger. I couldn't go in, and I couldn't go anywhere with him because he knew everybody. We go to the store and they would go, "Oh, hey, John, how are you?" And they start talking, and I'm like waiting, like, "Can we come?" We heard Walmart, gotta pick up something, gotta go do, and he would be talking to everybody. I got to the point, I'm like, "You go ahead and talk, and I'll meet you, wherever." Yep, yep. He was exactly like that. He knew everybody. And he had a big family too. So every time we go somewhere, so somebody knew him. If he didn't know you, he was going to know you because he definitely would start talking to you. Don't even know who you are, but he would start talking to you. That's how he was. He just had that personality. He was a good man. Everybody said that he was one of a kind, and there'll never be another one like him. Yeah, you get very rarely you get people like that. He always told me all he wanted to do was party and have a good time. That's all he said. I want to party and I want to have a good time. Your dad was John too? John's a very popular name. Not in my family. You didn't have any Johns. The popular name in my family was William, Fenton, and Robert was the name. But no, I never had any Johns in mine. That's how you got your name after your John? Named after your dad. Oh, okay. I'm named after the. Who ever watched the General Hospital? Uh, they had a character there. Her name was Lisa. My mom named me after her, Lisa. And she said when she heard that name, you didn't hear it that much back in the day. So she said, I like that name. So that's why she called me Lisa. And then my middle name, I'm named after my grandmother, Lee. And I think I had an aunt also. Her middle name was Lee. But I never met her. She died. She had a brain aneurysm. And she died from that. And she was pregnant with twins at the time, and they didn't make it. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think her name was Vivian Lee. And then my grandmother was, God, what was her name? Start with the O. I can't think of it now. Olivia? I think it was Olivia. Start with the O. Olivia Lee. Yeah. And then my mom named me after her. And the soap opera star, Lisa, her character. So I came Lisa Lee. And I named my youngest son, Daniel Lee. And he don't like that middle name. I said, that's my middle name. He said, I don't like it. And don't call him Danny. Remember, he always wanted to be called Daniel. So I had to always call him Daniel. He didn't like Danny. He didn't like Dan. And don't call him Daniel Lee. He didn't like Daniel Lee. He just didn't like it. But he's doing awesome. He's a truck driver now on the road. I had to call him and see what he's doing. I know his dad went and picked him up Friday. He's home, I guess, for a few days, and then he'll go back on the road again. And I want to see what's going on. I wanted to try to get with him Sunday yesterday, but I just, like I said, I was too down. I was so depressed. I didn't want to go nowhere. Patrick. Patrick's is a nice name. That's a popular name too. But I don't have any of those. Like I said, Fenton, William, and Robert was the family name in my family. Yeah, it was Fenton, William, and Robert. Yeah, because my brother's Robert. And my dad was Robert. My grandfather was Fenton. I have an uncle who was William. Another uncle who's Fenton. It was just a popular name. I don't know what I am. I have a little bit of everything, I think. I think I even have some German and stuff in me. But I don't know. Indian. I have Blackfoot in me. I think maybe some Irish. I really don't know. I just say I'm a mix. Because after all these years, you got all kinds of heritage and stuff in you. But everything is okay. I'm gonna be okay. Oh, just not looking forward to going back to work and working the next 4 days. Because I'll probably just be laid up in bed for a while. On my little day off. I think I got 1 day off. Then I go back the next day, work next night, and then have a day off. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. I need to go because I need to go pee. But thanks for stopping by. Just taking it one day at a time. Everything turned out nice Saturday. I guess it feels finally real, right? And I'll just take it one day at a time. And I'll try to do another update maybe in a week or so. Like I said, there's not a lot going on. I'm not really doing anything. I got the house somewhat clean, but I do need to clean out the rooms now and try to plan to have a yard sale. That's what I have to do now. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Is it Joanne? Johnny? I hope I don't know if I'm saying it. Johnny? Is it Johnny with an A? Johnny? I'm terrible with names and terrible with reading. I said when I graduated high school, they didn't care if you could read or write. I will, Patrick. Thank you. And thank you all too for stopping by. And it might be a week or so. I have some videos I need to upload, but I haven't had a chance to do it. But I'll keep y'all updated. You know, if anything new happens, I will definitely let y'all know. I'll have to say Jody, Johnny, Joe. Yeah, see, pronouncing letters was not my forte. I've been told that I had problems sounding the letters out, and that's my problem of not being able to read as good as I should because I can't sound the letters out. But like I said, back in my day in high school, they didn't care if you could read or write; they just graduated you. All right, but we'll figure it out. But I do need to go pee, so I will talk to y'all later. And have yourself a good day. Have a nice week, everybody. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now. All right. Bye.